Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. It's run loose here. Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Knocks it into space. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Ferdinand does well to get it back. Threads one in, and it's Kaka. Oh, no joy this time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kaka tries to pass it through, and the finish! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Cruyff, and the shot! He's scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
He's found a way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Kaka, and he's worked it through. Messi. It's a throw-in. Pirlo, great vision. Kaká. Oh, well played, well played. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Guardiola. Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's having a shot! Goal! Japan! And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And yes, it's him again. Japan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pelé shoots! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Manchester United go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's running through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super find. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's got away. Played in. Ibrahimovic, looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. He has a look up. And we hit half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's got the beating of his man. And he's there to clear it. And he's chosen to go back. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. He can get that clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Looking for the run. Now it's Pelé. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff, chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the...
Real chance! Oh, that's another chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Nice looking ball. Dink through. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Platini plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, played right into his path. No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Carlos aimed beyond the defence. Look at the Cruyff! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Climbs up big! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
It's starting to look... It's Luis Suarez! He has done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curly man.
Decent chance! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Nice control. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's in on goal. Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And that's... And he shoots! Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. And that's it. My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There's been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. Ibrahimovic. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's going right the way across. Well timed, excellent interception. Rui Costa stood up well to him there. Short changes him with that pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bale. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. The muscular approach does pay off here. And that was very necessary. Rijkaard. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Batistuta. Always looking for that half a chance. Now it's Batistuta. He is through here. Pass somewhat off target. Roll! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Still goalless. Bale. And it's Luis Suarez. Japan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ibrahimovic. Chance here to counter. Driving on and making good progress. Rui Costa. Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, nicely intercepted. Thuram. For Bale. Zanetti. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Zanetti is fouled. So who's he going to be aiming for here? That's a sharp pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Messi. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Searching pass he's played there. Albert Ferrer is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's got away. Big chance! Cleared without complication. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Rosicki. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Van der Sar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to... Real chance! Rui Costa. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Plays a sharp little ball here. Albert Ferrer. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Pirlo. And it's Luis Suarez. And now the breakaway. Now it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Jordan Henderson. No way through. It's a threatening ball. Chance! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on.
He's had a shot! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of magic. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
Japan clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Japan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the action is back on the way. And that's another good win of the ball. Luis Suarez. Raul. Nicely weighted ball. Up towards the front line. And it's Rosicki. Raul. It's played through for him. Rui Costa. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Adams. Jordan Henderson tries to play it through, pinches it off him. Rui Costa. Pirlo. And here's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Messi. Pirlo. Messi in acres. And Messi! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's in a great position here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Ibrahimovic is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Rosicki.
Japan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Pirlo. Japan finding their passes. Jordan Henderson. Raul looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he whips, he gets big! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Out to the right. Turns back here, probably the best option. And he's heaved it away. That'll be a throw-in. Good ball, good take. Takes a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And the keeper beats it away. Now the delivery, brilliantly cut out. Messi. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Cannavaro. Adams. And it's Zanetti. And here's Raul. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the pass is intercepted. Bale. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi! Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution for Japan. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11, Suarez. Number
Japan
18,
perhaps contemplating their next change here.
coming on the field. Number 24,
Beckham gets into a good position.
Number 10, Gullit. Number 13,
Tonali, foot in.
Substitution.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Albert Ferrer. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Beckham. Nicely spread.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the tap...
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
And that should get the job done. Now there's a fine ball. And they're back on the ball again. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And now a sudden chance to counter. Batistuta! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Raul. Can he get on the end of this? Ferdinand. Pirlo. And it's Beckham. Now Ibrahimovic. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And this is Gullit.
Has been indicated.
Zanetti. Not the most accurate pass. Brzezinski. That is a great pick out. He's one-on-one, and Batistuta! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Japan have done it. The perfect outcome. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Bale. Bale going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, that's nice. And he's there to make the challenge. And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
After 10 minutes is...
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bale takes aim. Oh, smashing header! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Japan clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Ibrahimovic! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Pele, Xavi Alonso. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kaká unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Ibrahimovic. Japan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Played out wide, played back in. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Suarez receives it in a wide position.
That's good defensive concentration.
Tries to play it through. Oh, this looks sharp. That has been cut short. Great vision. He is just caressing the ball. Nicked it back promptly. He's having a go. And he's picked it up out wide, played in with purpose. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Roberto Carlos. And that should get the job done.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Bale clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make.
Big chance! There's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Bale. Oh, there's a probing ball. Done delicately. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pelé. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. Zanetti. And here's Kaká. Pelé. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rashford. Forlan. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Roberto Carlos for Bale. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
1 minute added time.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kaká. Oh, this is a terrific run. Showing good feet. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the
And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members. Substitution for Japan, number 27, Iker Casillas. Coming on the field is number 12, Van der Sar.
Manchester United get the second half going.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Suarez is onto it in a flash. Now it's Rashford. Japan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Cleared without complication. Rashford. And it's Messi. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Japan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Chance for a shot! Goal! Japan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Japan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's had it nicked away. Just about up to the hour now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That looks a good ball through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard gets it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for a runner. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in a good position here. He's having a shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's a pretty loose pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Dinks one through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a throw-in. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Quality ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, what has happened here? Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Luis Suarez. Now there's a fine ball. Van Bouten with the clearance. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. That is good alertness.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
1 minute added time.
Zanetti. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Japan, number 11, Suarez.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. He is through here. Bale puts up, he goes! Oh, it's fallen loose again, and another try! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Just eases him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, there's the clearance. They get a throw in.
Substitution in progress.
Ibrahimovic. That's a cute ball. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Ibrahimovic.
That's going in strongly.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe. And he's there to belt it away. Ambitious ball here. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Maldini has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. Roberto Carlos. Bergomi demonstrating his defensive quality there. And he is going into that little black book. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Substitution for Japan, number 14, Kakao. Number 18, Bale.
Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Number 15, Neymar.
That's it for the first period of extra time. But it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Pass somewhat off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has been slung wide. That could spell trouble. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. This, the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Brilliant save from Buffon! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rashford gets into a good position.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Figo. Pass is just off target. Japan, moments now away from seeing this one out. Now it's Mbappe. Del Piero. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get it through? And a chance! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Your reflections then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for...
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Kane. Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. Cross from terrific! That's another chance! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite...
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi gets into some space.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Quarter of an hour played. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Kane. Oh, this is a great... It's Alonso! Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, talk about making the most of a momentary lapse in concentration. He was just that little bit quicker and smarter than everyone else around him.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Luis Suarez, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rafinha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Beckham in acres of space out wide. He's got full. There it is! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So all square. Oh, smashing header! Oh, Waters, in he goes again! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. Kane duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Played into space. Ball swung in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rui Costa. Japan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Now, can they get him away? Rafinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to pass it through, goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a pretty loose pass. Rui Costa! Crosses it in here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Mohamed Salah. And he's picked out the run. Messi, he has found the way through. Tries to cut back. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ibrahimovic, given the lift of his goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. Real chance! There's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch.
And the half-time whistle goes. Japan are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Borussia Dortmund get the ball rolling in the second half. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kaká. Rafinha puts a cross in. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is frightening football.
It's Luis Suarez! Kaká. Mohamed Salah. Played out to the right. Now it's Messi. And this is Mohamed Salah. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso delivers. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple
Rafinha! And it's come back out to him. He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Borussia Dortmund go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vieira deals with that comfortably. It's Rui Costa! Yes! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, super ball! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Roberto Carlos. Closing in on goal.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, right place, right time.
I think the message here is...
And a shot! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Substitution for Japan, number 7.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Replace him is
Borussia Dortmund
number
take a
19,
2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Substitution.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Ronaldinho. He's being urged to shoot. Lovely, now then. Rooney, lofted in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. So what can they make of this? Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He shifted it to the flank. Out for a throw. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great vision, and it's been played through, and he's lost his man here. No way through, so back it comes. Ronaldinho. Azar, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Beckham engages and forces him off the ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Yamal. And he's had it nicked away. into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball, and he's in here. Delivered across.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
He's found a way through. Now the ball in. And it's claimed by the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. Japan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And so a wonderful view of this most hallowed turf. A truly special feeling, no matter who. Hazard! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Now it's Beckham. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And this is Messi. Raul. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's on it. It's Bale! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bale calmly anticipates. Ferdinand, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
That's a good ball out wide.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kaka. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thuram cuts it out. And it's Bale. That is ended up in no man's land. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every...
Decent chance! Goal! Japan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. Lampard goes short, and here's Lampard. And the ball's come loose here. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass. Hazard stood up well to him there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hazard really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that is a little undercooked. Pirlo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Hazard looking to be a menace in the final third. That's good running with the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. Thuram.
Japan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Raul. Raul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Ibrahimovic. Played it. Bullish header! He will be livid with himself. Lampard. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kaká did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
There will be 1 minute.
That is a brilliant interception. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. Luis Suarez! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Japan go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Raul. And it's Azar. Azar. Gilberto Silva. And it's Messi. And here's Lampard. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And a chance! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Beckham. He can run onto that. Cannavaro.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good spread. Raul. Pirlo demonstrating his defensive quality there. Beckham is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Bale.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And they win it back again. And here's Suarez. Thuram gets across and deals with it. Now it's Raul. Great ball, and he's in here. Azar ploughing through the middle. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Raul.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckham. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to play it through. And the through ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Thuram. Now Gilberto Silva. Lampard. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Messi. That's been slipped through. He's got away. And that's a good ball. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And he's managed to get free. Kaká. Good, strong midfield running here. Roberto Carlos. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Como. Number 11.
So time for change.
Bale.
And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Raúl. Number 17. Hazard.
Half an hour gone in the second
Coming on
half.
the field, number 13.
Gilberto Silva
Belletti. Number 7.
in with the challenge.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar.
Lampard. Now that looks a decent ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the counter can be on now for Japan. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all, a piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's hit the upright. Threads one in. He might be in here. It's Ibrahimovic.
Are certainly playing with him.
Tries a shot. Gilberto Silva. Ambitious ball here. Takes a shot. Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
3 minutes added time.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Czech gets good distance on it. And that's it. Japan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.
Please turn your attention
Your
to
reflections
the screen
then,
for
Jim.
information
Japan
provided
really
by the
deserve...